good morning, good afternoon, good evening to the Vintage Reaction fan bam. I'm gonna hit y'all with a quick story time real quick. Reason being is because I feel like it, and I just did this reaction a second ago that kind of made me want to tell this story and shit like that. So the story that I am about to tell is a time where I was hella high, and the evening just went left. It just went very left. So back home, I'm from Sacramento, California, South Sac to be exact, and I had I was chilling with my homeboy. That evening, we had plans to go to the strip club that we have never been to. And FYI, I don't go to strip clubs anymore. But yeah, we usually go to just this one. We call that shit home because like we just go to that one. You know what I'm saying? But we was like, we gonna try this other one out, which wasn't too far from the original location we always go to. So he don't drink or smoke. You know what I'm saying? So I drink and I smoke, and I was smoking all day. Like, I bullshit you not. I probably already smoked about 20 blunts that day. You know what I'm saying? And when that evening came, I had rolled up like 3 or 4 blunts, and I had took like 3 extra grams with me just in case. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a fucking pothead like that. So he come get me because I'm not gonna drive because I've been drinking and I'm smoking and shit. So he come and pick me up, right? And when he come pick me up, we start heading, we talking, we doing all this shit. Now I got all my blunts in this one little thing, like kind of sort of like this. You know what I'm saying? Just put them in there, all this other bullshit, right? So we're not sure where exactly this place at, but we know where the place is at, but we got an idea. You know what I'm saying? So as we turn down this one street, and we just driving, like, I got like this weird ass feel. The next thing you know, out of fucking nowhere, I don't even know where the fuck they came from. I swear it was like they just popped up. The police is behind us, and then they lit us up, right? So I'm like, fuck. So my homeboy, he pulls over on the side of the road, you know what I'm saying? And as soon as he pulls over, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I got all this shit on me, like, keep driving, you feel what I'm saying? So he gets back on the road and starts driving again. So now the police are going fucking crazy. Like, they're on the intercom, and now, like, it's just ugly as fuck. So what I start doing is I grab the weed and shit, and I just started eating all the blunts. You know what I'm saying? I'm just eating all the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And the worst part about it is I got cotton mouth like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I still had like 3 grams or 4 grams of nugs to eat. You know what I'm saying? All this shit on a cotton mouth. So I'm chewing and chewing and chewing and chewing and trying to swallow this shit, right? It's just not working out like that. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to swallow and all this other shit. My mouth is dry as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hella dry. And so eventually, nigga, he pulls over into like some parking lot shit. Hella police come flying in and shit like that. You got motorcycles, you got the helicopter out, hella cars and trucks and shit. Like, pretty much like we was evading or some shit. It wasn't that. I just had to eat the evidence. You know what I'm saying? So when they're coming up, they got like the flashlights pointing all up in his face and shit. And I look down because I still got like some. I'm still chewing. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk with a mouthful. So I'm still chewing my food. You know what I mean? And I look down. I got like all these weed particles and shit on my shirt. I'm like flicking that shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like a little bit kind of. So niggas can't tell, like they can't tell what's going on. So I'm still sitting there. I'm chewing and shit. They pull him out the car, giving him a DUI test and all that shit. And he passed, but they're convinced that he's on something because he was swerving. He wouldn't swerve. We just was looking at streets and shit like that. But he don't drink nor smoke, so I really wasn't tripping. But they was telling him that they was gonna let him drive and da. Somebody had to come pick up his car, so he made a phone call. And after a while, while they got him in the back, one of the cops that was on the side of me, he moves and goes back, talks to the other cops. So I'm kind of by myself for a split second. So I take the little wrapper that I had with the shit in there, because I didn't get to eat all of it. I was full and I couldn't swallow. You know what I'm saying? So I like stuffed it like down my pants, like in between my thighs, up, you know. And right when I got done with that, they had me step out the car. Now I was walking hella weird. I was taking baby steps and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have it too secured in there, and it had on some shorts too. So it was like only a matter of time, you know what I'm saying, before that shit fell. So they was like, y'all can leave. I mean, we can test him, talking about me, and see if he's able to drive and shit. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But I was cool because I was sober as fuck now. You know what I mean? Once the police is involved, I get automatic sober. Like, that's just a part of me. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting there, and I can low-key hear it, too. You know what I'm saying? Then they got the dog in the back of the car. I'm like, oh, man, he gonna start doing some crazy shit. So, long story short, I just get up on the phone, right? And I just started, like, walking the fuck away down the street. And then when I was, like, out of sight, I just threw that shit in the bushes, and then I just came back. It was walking hella normal and shit. Like, yeah. But when that shit was all done and over with, I went my ass to the house. I took my ass home. Like, I was like, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. But I ain't never had to eat 3 or 4 blunts and eat some nugs. That shit was fucking horrible. Horrible, I tell you. So, yeah, that's just one of my fucked up stories with the El Policia. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't eat weed, and when you eat the blunts, you gotta eat you gotta eat the actual paper parts. It was horrible. It was horrible. I'm still coughing that shit up. You know what I'm saying? Years later. God damn.